So for the first example, what we'll be using is the HEBO to drive our example of the vibration shaker. This could be a smart surface, it could be a touchpad, or it could be your display. Whatever you're working with, imagine it being placed under the ArFi probe. Then you have the probe. What we have connected on the side over here is the HEBO trigger. That is connected to the HEBO, which is triggering on input 1 for actuator A, which is connected here. And for actuator A, we have set a press and a release with 2 simple sine waves for 2 cycles. What we will then do is we will go to the ArFi. We will set up here for the down press. How hard do we want to click? We want to click with 4 Newton. We set it. Click OK. And for the release, we set it to 2 Newton and we click OK. So there you go. So we just got one too many. And for the release, we set 2 Newton, so we just drag it out of the way, we click 2 and we click OK. So now we've set a 4 Newton for the down force and 2 Newton for the release. So we enabled the HEBO trigger by clicking the selection button. What we will also do is we will slow down the movement of the motor. Before we do our actual measurement, what we want to start by doing is we want to do a fine surface. So we'll click fine surface and the probe will start to slowly move down. The color of the LED will change and then it will first go down, find the surface with a faster movement, go a little bit up, and then it will slowly go to the surface and find it and stop when it reaches. So it's still moving down a little bit. So now it found the surface and now we're able to actually do our test. So we'll take the max force, we will set it in this case to, let's say, 6 Newton. Now we are max force 6 Newton, meaning the probe will not press harder than 6 Newton. And what we will do now is we'll do an auto haptic measurement with motor speed 1 and we'll have a haptic feedback being sent at 4 Newton press and at 2 Newton press. So to do that, we click Auto Haptic Feedback. You can see it once again goes red. It will press to 6 Newton and go back up. And what we should have seen is 2 haptic patterns played. So to view that, we now see the status has gone back. That means it has saved the latest file. We click the graphing window. And what we see now is here on the graph, we see a press here for around 4 Newton, and we see another press here again at around 2 Newton, which is what we set up in the very beginning. And what we can see is that the first signal is much less powerful than the second signal.